Matapos maghirap ng ilang taon ang anak ni Zoey Taberna dahil sa cancer, ito na ngayon at ipinagdiriwang nila dahil cancer-free na raw ang anak niya. Alamin ang iba pang detalye tungkol dyan, kaya tapusing panoorin ang buong video na ito. Matapos ang halos kalahating taong gamutan sa Singapore, cancer-free na ngayon si Zoey Taberna, 13 years old. Si Zoey ang panganay na anak ng broadcaster na si Zoey Taberna at ng misis nitong si Rosel Taberna. Sa Facebook, Lunes ng gabi, July 4, 2022, nagkwento si Zoey sa pamamagitan ng ilang larawan at video ng kanyang pinagdadaanang hirap, takot, mga alanganin mula nang madiagnose siya may leukemia noong December 2019. Saad niya, as some of you know, I was diagnosed with leukemia on December 2019. Since then, I have been undergoing chemotherapy. Everything was going on smoothly and complications were very minimal. My hair had grown a lot and I was getting back to feeling normal as I could do a lot more things than I could when I was weaker. Nagbago raw ang lahat noong December 2021 dahil may nararamdaman na naman siyang kakaiba. Marami raw siyang naramdamang sakit sa iba't ibang bahagi ng kanyang katawan. Pagpapatuloy ni Zoey, but my situation changed when December 2021 came. During the time, I would not feel often and several parts of my body were hurt. When they brought me to the hospital, they did tests and said that I had problems with my blood sugar because it was higher than it was supposed to be. Matapos ang ilang test, nadiskubre raw ng kanyang mga doktor na ang mga nawalang cancer cells ay bumalik lahat. Aniya, some doctors said it was caused by my steroid medications and by overconsumption of sugar, but as they look into more, after getting the results of my bone marrow aspiration, we found out that my acute lymphoblastic leukemia had morphed into acute myeloid leukemia. And this meant that all the cancer cells that was supposed to be long gone come back in a way more dangerous and fatal form. I had a hard time understanding why this was happening because from the start, my doctor said that this situation was very rare. I was supposed to repeat all my chemotherapy again in the Philippines. But of course, my parents wanted a better option so that we could be sure that I will be fully healed. Pinayuhan daw sila ng mga doktor na sa Singapore magpagamot dahil advance ang kanilang mga kagamitan doon. Mabuti na lamang daw at nakalipad sila kahit kasagsagan pa ng surge ng Omicron variant ng COVID-19 noong Enero 2022. Lahat ni Zoey, my doctors recommended for us to go to Singapore because medical care is really good there. So my parents did their best to find a way for us to get there. Even during the pandemic, luckily, we were given permission to go. All of this happened in a span of 3 weeks, so I really still couldn't process everything in my mind. I didn't want to leave home, especially because of my family and friends were there, and we had to be away for around 6 months. And when I heard that I was going to do intensive chemo again, I got so scared, especially because I really knew how it felt because this already happened before. I know how weak I was gonna be. I know that I would have headaches 24/7 and would throw up all the time. I know that I would have mouth sores and body pain, and I know that I would lose my hair all over again. but all I wanted was for me to get better already, so I agreed. We left home on the third week of January. When we got there, almost immediately the chemo started. My doctor explained to us that I would be having 2 chemo cycles and a bone marrow transplant. Dahil kailangan niyang sumailalim sa bone marrow transplant, kailangan nila ng donor. Perfect naman daw at tugma sila ng nakababatang kapatid na si Helga Taberna. Ngunit ikinabahala nito Zoey nang malaman niyang hindi lamang isang beses kuna ng bone marrow ang kapatid. Dito na raw siya natakot at na-guilty. Saad niya, because I need a transplant. We needed a donor. So my parents and my sister got tested, and luckily my sister was the perfect match. So she became my donor. Helga being my donor didn't worry me much because the doctor said that it was just like a blood transfusion. But after a while, we found out that Helga would also have to go through multiple procedures, like often blood extraction and different injections. I started feeling guilty because I'm the reason why she has to do it. If they would do those to me, I wouldn't care even if it hurts because I'm so used to it already. But it was my sister. She never even have confined. I don't like her feeling pain. Plus, she didn't even have a say about going away from home. I felt like I deprived her from being with the people she wants to be, with the going to places she wants to go to because she was stuck with me. So I'm more than grateful that she didn't this a sacrifice for me. Everything that I went through here I definitely wasn't easy, especially because of the side effects of my treatment. Dagdag pa niyang kwento, matapos ang successful bone marrow transplant ay kinakailangan nilang mamalagi sa Singapore ng 100 araw para obserbahan ang kanyang pakiramdam. Bukod sa maliit na komplikasyon, wala na raw siyang iba pang nararamdaman. Saad ni Zoey, after the transplant we had to stay in Singapore for 100 more days to observe my condition. Seeing myself get better every day made me so happy and grateful. Ano ngayon ang inyong masasabi sa isyong ating pinag-usapan? Kung meron kayong mga komento o reaksyon, huwag mahiyang i-comment iyan sa comment section para malaman din ng ibang tao ang inyong opinyon. At kung hindi naman kayo nakasubscribe sa aking channel, huwag niyong kalimutan na i-click ang subscribe button. At kung gusto niyo naman na palagi kayong maging updated sa mga bago kong videos, i-click niyo lang ang bell notification sa ibaba. Sabihan niyo na rin ang mga kaibigan niyong mahilig sa mga artista para maging updated rin sila lagi. At kung gusto nyo rin ng iba pang mga videos at bagong mga videos tungkol sa ibang mga artista, i-click lang ang I button sa itaas ng video at end screen sa katapusan ng video para makita nyo ang bagong mga video o kahit naman iba pang issue. Maraming salamat sa mga taong walang sawang sumusuporta sa aking channel at pati na rin sa mga taong bago pa lang sa aking channel. Welcome po kayo dito. Sana'y huwag kayong magsawa at ipagpatuloy nyo pa rin ang pagtangkilik sa Get in Touch. Huwag kayong mahiyang balik-balikan ang channel na ito kung gusto nyo ng mga tungkol sa mga paborito ng artista. Dahil ito lang ang mga bago ng iba natin kababayan.